Hi, it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I have Mohamed Atallah from UAFL here in the studio with me. Welcome.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I understand this is your first time exhibiting with Breakbulk.
That's true. That's true.
And what do you think?
Amazing. I must say it has exceeded our expectations. We've been hearing a lot about it. We've been following up about the event, but when we thought about let's give it a shot and participate, it was overwhelming. Frankly, we met a lot of people from various sorts of industries, backgrounds, all linked to shipping. And we got lots of leads, lots of customers, lots of potential partnerships. And it's been
Fantastic.
crazy. It's amazing.
Oh, wow. That is so great. So tell us more about UAFL.
All right. So UAFL is a 25-year-old shipping company. It started in Nairobi, in Mombasa, in Kenya, as a feeder line. The idea was to feeder for those small little islands in the Indian Oceans. And then soon enough, it grew to a shipping line, and then it became a holding company where we have a trading company, we have a shipping agency, we have also a stevedoring company that looks after the port in Comoros, and now we own vessels, which is a long journey. So in 25 years, we've managed to, let's say, hold a nice grip of the Indian Ocean islands, specifically in Comoros, where we cover 2 ports, Seychelles, Mozambique, where else? Zanzibar, Mombasa.
I think I'd like to get on one of your ships. Yeah, you should open a cruise line.
I hope so. I hope so. No, and that what makes also the job interesting. I mean, when you visit those countries, it's not just work; they're just beautiful countries in different forms.
Yeah.
So, as I told you, there's a holding company and a couple of companies that like subsidiaries. I look after the United Africa Feeder Lines, which is the shipping line. So although it's called Feeder Lines, this is how it started, but then it evolved to become a shipping line. So today we own 5 vessels, we own our own equipment, and we also started opening up our own offices in various locations. So Zanzibar was one, India was just the latest one last month.
Oh, congratulations.
And thanks a lot for that, and hopefully more to follow soon.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what areas are you looking at? Can you say?
Sure. Our hub is Jebel Ali in Dubai.
Okay.
Right? However, we have services, or we buy slots through partners from China to Middle East. We buy from Europe to Middle East. And then we have our own services covering India, Pakistan, Jebel Ali. And then from there, we go south on our own vessels. So we go to Seychelles, we go to Comoros, we go to Mozambique. And in Comoros, because if you recall, I told you one of our sister companies, they run the port. So it's a transshipment hub for us as well. So we start distributing to the other Indian Ocean islands.
Okay.
What's happening is that we're trying to grow. We've been on those markets for like 25 years, so till date. So we're looking into East Med, we're looking into Red Sea, we're looking at other Eastern African ports, which would make sense given our experience in this region. But shipping being shipping, it's very turbulent, a lot of uncertainties. So you need to make sure that you're taking the right decision at the right time. Otherwise, you burn your fingers pretty badly. Yeah.
Well, that's true. And there are some things that happen that it's hard to anticipate.
Absolutely.
Too. So you kind of have to shore up resources against the unexpected,
absolutely,
shall we say, right?
So
tell me, what do you think we're looking at for the next year as far as any kind of risks might go in shipping, at least in the areas, you're serving a lot of areas. Do you see any areas of risk or changes in risk, either up or down?
I'll tell you with all honesty, if somebody claims he can anticipate what's going on, it's just nonsense. Let's put it that way. Everyone does his homework. We look at things. We look politically, economically, geopolitically. We look at all these factors, but then suddenly something happens.
Yes.
Nobody saw COVID coming, which people thought it's going to be the end of the world. But for shipping, it turned out to be a blessing for those who managed to hold tight and surf through the waves. Nobody saw what's happening in the Red Sea with the Houthis in Yemen, which also turned out well. Initially for shipping lines, my God, we're gonna omit going via crossing the Suez Canal. We're going to have to go around the Cape of Good Hope. But it was actually a good thing for shipping lines. They managed to reorganize themselves. They managed to increase the freight rates. So what could happen tomorrow, whether it's something good for shipping or bad for shipping, nobody knows. But with the recent political changes happening, there are some signals that a bit of stability can be anticipated. How solid is this going to be or not? Nobody really knows.
Sure. Yeah. That's a very realistic view. Yeah.
But one thing to add here, if one door closes, another one opens, you know? So we've been hearing things like Far East, for example, with the China-US issues, that a lot of cargo started moving from China to Southeast Asia to be reworked, and then from Southeast Asia it goes to the States. So it's just changing in patterns and changing in routes. But the business will keep on happening no matter what. You know, we as humans, you put a wall, we manage to get from below or we climb it, but things will continue to happen, I believe.
Excellent. All right. I think that's a great outlook. I love it. It's been so great talking to you, Mohamed.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you.